Hey everybody, welcome back to
Wood Stove Wednesdays.
What's the Wednesdays? What's the Wednesdays, everybody? So we are going to talk about what does it mean to be off grid? Are we off grid?
I don't know, are we?
Are you off grid? Mentally, I'm off grid. So I got into a conversation on another YouTube channel about what off-grid was and what it meant to me, and then they replied back what it meant to them, and we just didn't line up. I said that if you weren't tied to the power grid, you were off-grid. He replied, like, if you are using propane or any type of corporation that supplies your energy needs, then you're not off-grid. What did you say?
I said as long as I'm not connected to the power grid and municipal water, I thought we're pretty good for being off-grid.
So what do you guys think off-grid is? Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think off-grid is, because I think everybody has a different definition of what off-grid is.
I agree.
Before we do that, though, I want to put something special into this video.
Okay.
We have had this mystery box going on for 2 weeks now. The mystery box needed a little something extra to go along with it. We didn't have that little something extra yet. So we haven't made that video. We're going to be making that video real soon, but I'm going to leave a little snippet down below to let you know who the mystery box winner is, and there you go, and what it is. Finally, we are revealing what's in the mystery box. It's been a week too long, but guess what? We ran into some problems. And so we're not even going to be putting the Toyo stove in this week. It's going to have to be next week sometime, because we ordered a specially made fuel tank for this so we can hang it outside of the cabin. It's a 20-gallon aluminum tank, but it took a little longer than we thought to get it done. So we're picking that up when we go into town in the next couple of days, and so we'll be shooting the video of us putting this in next week. So we had 2 people actually guess right. One was Simply Live in Alaska, and if you haven't checked out their channel, they are living in Willow, Alaska, up in the interior. And I've been watching them for a couple months now. They moved from Oregon, and it's just, they're documenting their journey too. They bought a little off-grid cabin up there in Willow, and I enjoy watching. I enjoy watching off-grid lifestyles and people, other like-minded people, and he's got a great wife and 2 beautiful dogs. So go give them a look. And then the other person, I looked through the comments, and maybe they deleted their comment, I don't know, but I couldn't find you. So if you were that person, leave me a comment down below and I will give you the credit that you deserve. That's the mystery box, a Toyo stove. So now that you know, we got a Toyo stove. We'll go into why we bought the stove and why we have a stove and a fireplace, but that's in a different video. This is Wood Stove Wednesday. Anything's possible.
I think this is actually our first real Wood Stove Wednesday.
There's the wood stove. It's not a TV. It's a real deal. So yeah, we think. Excuse me. I don't want to talk for her. She's a big girl. She can talk for herself. I think that if you aren't hooked up to the power grid, that's why they call it off grid. But I also get his point of view, which was, well, you shouldn't be relying on other energy sources. But
And I thought, well, that's a pretty broad spectrum, because if that's the case, I mean, you can't use propane, you can't use gas, you can't use kerosene.
Yeah, because he talked about corporations, and that's why I really started scratching my head. I was like, am I even close to being off-grid? Not that it's a big deal to either one of us, But
This
I mean,
is just the way we choose to live.
I think we're off grid. I think
I don't think I can get any more off grid than I am.
I think you'd have to get into a boat and drive that way for about 40 minutes to find the closest grid
From where we are.
from where we are. Nobody on this island has, yeah.
No.
But the corporation's what got me. And what she was talking about, dead on. Because I was like, where do you draw the line? I mean, it's like a spiraling wormhole that you go down because
I'm not cooking my dinner on a fire outside.
no. I mean, sometimes
Well, yeah, but I'm just
when
saying.
it's nice.
But I mean, so does that make that off grid? So I can't use propane?
Well, yeah, that's what. Yeah.
I love my new propane.
Yeah, we got that new range, and we love it. We love it, love it, love it.
Absolutely.
So let me get it. Let me get my. Here, this is a Coleman lantern. I've got 3 of them. This one and 2 others behind it. For the first year we lived out here, we didn't have a generator, and so that's how we got electricity. That and oil lamps, because we got some oil lamps behind us and some upstairs. We lit the oil lamps and the Coleman lanterns, and that's how we had light. But a corporation makes all that stuff.
Very true. So does that make me not off grid because I use?
So for a year, because we had lanterns, did that make us not off grid? I don't know.
Yeah.
So what are you left with? A torch? Coming in with a torch and you hang it up like medieval days? No. Or candles maybe? But man, you gotta have a lot of candles to light your house up. Be like old Abe Lincoln reading by candlelight. So we got all that out of the way. I think off grid is defined by each and every individual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it depends on, how do I say that? I guess your circumstances, you know? I don't know. So you just define off-grid by being not hooked up to a power source or
Yeah. 'Cause that's
water? I mean,
yeah. Well, that's what they call the power grid, and I just assumed it's the power grid. If you're not on the power grid, you're off grid.
yeah.
So let us know what you think, because I'm confused. I'm over here scratching my head like, dude, I live on an island that doesn't have any power running to it. I'm confused.
I bring my propane and I bring my gas.
Yeah.
But they're by corporations, obviously. So
Do we care?
no, we really
No,
don't
we
care.
don't care.
This is the way we just choose to live.
Yeah. And we looked up and down the Kenai Peninsula when we were looking for a home, and we weren't looking for like specifically off-grid stuff. We just wanted to be away from the city to enjoy country life. My rule was I didn't want to be able to see or hear my neighbors, and so I think we found that here.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know either. I consider us to be off-grid, but I don't consider us to be living primitively.
I think
This is a stick-built cabin. We've got a metal roof. We use propane. We use gasoline.
Mm-hmm.
And we use wood. And we're soon to be using oil for our oil stove. There you go. So let's get down to the comment of the week. I got to get my phone for that, though. Yeah, so if you're liking the Wood Stove Wednesdays, I've got a lot of feedback that people are liking the Wood Stove Wednesdays. Let me know if you are down in the comments, because we like to talk to each and every one of you. But if you want your comment, if you want to be the commenter of the week, What do you got to do?
I don't know. Okay, start over. Tell me what I have to do. If you want to be the commenter of the week, gotta leave a comment.
Cut. So, if you enjoy the Wood Stove Wednesdays, we've gotten a lot of positivity on this. Give it a thumbs up and leave us a comment saying, shucks, yes, we love Wood Stove Wednesdays. I love Wood Stove Wednesdays. You know what I would like to do is we get really poor reception out here. We get 1 bar, 2 bars, and 4G. And 4G is good, but it's barely 4G because it buffers a lot on our cell phones.
So does that make us not off grid because
We get signal?
Uh-huh.
No, dude, people in like the middle of nowhere are like, oh, I got signal.
Sorry, I just had to throw that in there.
But what I'd like to do would be, I would love for these to be, my wife would kill me if we did it like this, but I would like for them to be like a live stream. Like we sat down with the laptop open and the little camera out, and then that way we could talk, and then they could talk back to us. We could answer questions. She's gotta get warmed up to this stuff, people. I mean, if you know my wife, she doesn't like being in front of the camera.
I don't.
So, but we have to have internet for that. So maybe if we're in town again, I just thought about it when I was out here. I was like, it'd be cool to have some more interaction than us just blabbing away. So, yeah, if you would like for my wife to change her mind and be like, yeah, totally, let's go live stream this stuff.
Let us know.
Yeah. So, the comment of the week. If you want to be commenter of the week, you got to do one simple thing, and what's that?
Leave a comment below.
Ah, you got to leave a comment. If you want to be the commenter of the week, you got to leave a comment. So I chose this. We do a pick a winner, and I chose this off of the video where I asked everybody to say happy birthday to her dad. And he watched the video. He watches all the videos. He loves all the birthday wishes for him.
Yeah, thank you very much. That was so kind.
From us and him to you guys, thank you very much. But the winner goes to Simply Living Alaska. Now, it's funny because before we picked the winner, I shot the little video yesterday of the Toyo stove to put in this video. So they get 2
shout outs?
Two mentions in one in one. So Simple Living Alaska, thank you very much. You know, I should write you guys. I don't know your names. I don't know if I've been watching their videos, but I don't know if they've ever. But anyways, the comment was, we were asking for birthday wishes. The comment was, happy birthday, Dawn.
Nice.
So, and there's one more thing I wanted to talk about, and that was, starting on the new year, we are going to revamp our little logo and the banner. The banner is already a done deal. We know what we're going to do. The logo, man, I love our logo right now, the little native thing, but we're not, what's the word I can say?
Copyright?
So that's not really my specific artwork, and I've changed that same logo like 30% so we could technically use that, but I also have 2 other ideas, so we're going to do a poll. I'm going to show pictures of it, and you guys tell us which ones you like the most, because I love what we have now, but we really technically can't use it. But a little backstory on that is, everybody knows that's watched this channel for a year knows that Gunner and the otters here don't like each other.
No.
They do not get along.
At all.
At all. So now Gunner doesn't like the otters, the minks, the martins, and now the bears. I'd hate for a killer whale to beach itself and gonna run down there trying to attack it. And I'd be like, oh my gosh, this dog is killing me. So the logo that's there right now is a Kushtaka, which is what the native Tlinkits call. We have a big native Tlingit population here.
Tlingit and Haida.
Tlingit and Haida. So that's the Kushtaka, and Kushtaka is what they call the Otterman. Now I don't know the background of the Otterman, of the Kushtaka, but I'm assuming that Mama would say, "Well, you better not go play down by the beach, or the Kushtaka get you." What's so funny? I'm serious. I think that's probably what it was. It's like, "No, you better not do that, or the Kushtaka come get you." So I love it because I had the Alaska State flag on our little logo thing, and I was like, man, that's boring, but I don't care. But then we started getting subscribers. I mean, seriously, we're almost at 3,000 now.
That's amazing, isn't it?
It's amazing. Amazing. But I don't want to get rid of the Kushtaka because I got the Kushtaka when Gunnar got in the fight with the otter a couple of years ago. So, speaking of Gunnar, he's taking a nap right now.
Yep.
Big baby. So anyways, let us know which ones you like. So I've got a little bear with the aurora behind it. I have just a My Alaska Dream with the sunset behind it. And then I have a Kushtaka revamped a little with fire behind it. I'll try to figure out how to run a poll thing. If not, then just put a comment down there which one you like the best. And we thank you once again for being here with us on the fantastic Wood Stove Wednesday.
Wood Stove Wednesdays. Speaking of which, my arm is hot.
This Wood Stove Wednesday is kind of painful for us because my left butt cheek is almost on fire right now.
Totally.
All right, well, thank you guys for watching. We will see you next week.
If you like us, give us a thumbs up.
If you don't like us, give us a thumbs down and hit the road.
Babe.
Well, I was about to say a cuss word, but I censored myself. Beat it.
Stupid.
Don't ever put your beaters on my butt.
Stop it.
Cut it out, Mama.
Do it again.
What'd I do?
God, hurry up, Bernie.
No, I'm done. That's it. That's it. Whew, God, my ass is on fire.